welcome to the Mr. Shades show. I'm the Mr. Shades, and I'm going to talk about the Ghost Recon Breakpoint Terminator live event. So, the live event is a Terminator-themed event that happened where you play a couple missions, you do some missions, you earn points in a battle pass, or event pass. God, the AAA industry loves their passes. And you earn some exclusive rewards in this timed event. So, to start off with, this is the most time I've spent playing Ghost Recon since it launched back in October. So then I got back into it to play the live event of the Terminator. So for those of you who don't know, Terminator is a long-running franchise with the first film coming out in 1984, I think. Yes. So the event mostly focuses on that aspect, which was one of my biggest fears, was thinking that the event would just be about the new movie, which I haven't seen yet, so I won't comment on it, but I did hear some things that it wasn't very good. But that's a discussion for another time. So this event centers around the first movie and its rewards. You can get like Bill Paxton's outfit, the weapons that the Terminator uses in certain scenes, the sunglasses, Kyle Reese's jacket, stuff like that. The only thing that's from Terminator Dark Fate, as far as I can tell, is one of the rewards being Linda Hamilton's sunglasses from that movie. Not the ones from T2, but the ones from Dark Fate. Anyway, so the event is fairly standard in its mission design. Go here, hack thing, defend thing while being hacked, escape. Fairly simple stuff. But there's enough to make it different in that there are T-800s walking around, which are very powerful. They can kill one person fairly swiftly. And they're very tough to take down. So the first mission you do is you have to go rescue this person who says she's from the future. And when you do, that's when you first meet your first the first Terminator, which is a fun cutscene because it's got it just feels so well Terminator, like with the music and like. They didn't get Arnold Schwarzenegger's likeness, but they made a look-alike, of course bald, so they could avoid copyright and stuff like that. Just a look-like enough that it passes. So that cutscene's pretty cool. Then you get this special weapon. This weapon is mainly for shooting the core of the Terminator. So when you fight the Terminator, you have to damage it enough that its core in the chest, which is basically just a red glowing bulb, is exposed. So you shoot that to finally kill it. Fairly simple in killing them, but they are really tough. I managed to kill, I think, 2 by myself before I was like, screw this, I'm gonna team up with some randoms and do it. And that's kind of what happened. I started just doing the missions with randoms, and that helped immensely. I didn't really have any issues with the actual event. The story is fairly bog standard Terminator thing. The ending was kind of cool though. You got to because usually in a Terminator movie, the humans who come back to the past, they usually die completing their mission or something like that. It happened in Terminator, Terminator 2, Terminator 3, all of them. But in this one, the human who comes back to the past actually survives. So I thought that was kind of a nice trick. Like a nice little touch, something different that we haven't quite seen in the movies. I'll say in the movies because I know it's been done in the comics. I know that for a fact. The last mission, like there's 2 story missions and then just a bunch of side content where it's like go here, steal a thing, or do a thing, kill a Terminator, stuff like that. The second story mission was really well done. I really liked it. Lots of fun stuff can be found in it. Like there's one point where you go into a warehouse, and there's just Terminator endoskeletons on racks everywhere. It was so cool. The models are rendered so well, and it's just amazing. And then the final mission, you go down this stairwell, and it opens up, and you're in this factory, and the lighting turns into this the Terminator blue and purple mixed with like the really bright oranges and reds, in a factory that's producing T-800s. So I thought that was pretty cool. Turns out the original Terminator that was sent back in time, his mission wasn't to kill any, like, he had a kill list, but his main mission was to start producing Terminators in the past way before they should have been produced, which was an interesting idea that I really liked. Final boss was kind of was just another Terminator fight, fairly standard stuff. But again, the music and like the presentation of this standard thing was really well done. So I was so surprised by that. I really enjoyed my time playing that event. But outside of that, it's still just Ghost Recon Breakpoint, which I don't care for in the least. Or at least not very much. This is, again, like I said, it's the most I've spent playing Ghost Recon Breakpoint. And that's not necessarily a good thing. It's not something that you should be proud of, to be having players saying, well, this was the best part of Ghost Recon Breakpoint, this live event that was only live for a week, or a few days, if that, like end of January or early February. The event is over at the time of posting this anyway. So I thought I would do a video on this because I thought it was something that was really cool and you don't see very often, and I did a video on the previous game's Predator event, the It Moved, or the Jungle Moved mission from Ghost Recon Wildlands. I did a whole video on that, so I thought I would do something for this, not a full playthrough, but collecting my thoughts into like a final little thing. I liked it, but it's still just Ghost Recon Breakpoint, which I can't really give points to. It's like, it was fun, but I don't think I'll be playing Breakpoint anytime soon. Anyway, that's probably going to do it for this video. Thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you next.
I'll be back.
I'll be waiting.